Junior want to not be on my. I can't really see what did I miss. Ex-strippers.
Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to start a small business. So grab your paper and a pen and get ready to take down some notes. A few years ago, when I first started my small businesses, this is the information I wish I would have found, but I had to learn this through experience, and I hope this helps you guys out. So the first thing you're going to do is educate yourself and invest in your mind. You're going to read books, listen to podcasts, watch videos, do as much research as you possibly can to open up your mind to new possibilities. You're also going to find some role models who have probably done what you want to do so that you can learn from them. See what they did and see what you can do differently. See how you can take what they've created and see how you can change it and put your own uniqueness into it and see what comes out from there. So you're going to use your models as inspiration to keep you going, and so that every time you feel you are behind, you look at them and you're like, okay, this person started where I am and they have made it. So let me give you an example of this. I am a lash tech as well, and there's times when I don't feel too good about the sets that I do or the sets that I have done, and then okay, I know this is a bit crazy and a bit funny, but I literally scroll down. I scroll down to the first Instagram posts that some lash techs have posted, and then I see how not so good they were in the beginning, and I look at how good they are now, and it inspires me. It just reminds me that if I continue pushing, if I continue practicing, if I continue working hard and doing my research, I will get to where they are. So when it came to reading, the first ever business book I read was Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that's one of my favorite books to this day, simply because after I read it, my views on making money and business related things had changed. One of my favorite things that he says is there's good everywhere. It's just that not everybody is trained to see it, which is true because there's so many business opportunities, so many income streams that you can venture into that will make you money. But then there's times when everybody does the same thing. You see somebody doing something and they're making money and you want to try, when there's so many other things that you can do to make you money. He also says you can invest in gold and still make a loss, meaning that you can you can invest in something that you think is going to bring you money, but if you're not properly educated, you end up losing more money than you thought you would make. Yeah. So reading books is a great way to invest in your mind, simply because it opens your mind to new ideas and new ways of thinking about certain things. It helps you evolve perspective and it helps you grow so much. One of my other favorite books is Think and Grow Rich. I actually listened to the audiobook on YouTube. I'm pretty sure I can find a full version there. Yeah, so I listened to that version on YouTube, and it was one of the most amazing things ever. I would listen to the audiobook while I'm doing something else, maybe doing hair, because I do hair as well. So it was a great journey, and it's like somebody just reading a story to you, and I got to see how all these big business owners actually started up. They started from nothing and they built multi-million dollar companies, and I just sit there and I'm like, wow. So McDonald's was once, nothing, but it was just an idea from somebody's head. And there is no better way to learn how to build a business than from investing in your mind and educating yourself, especially from people who've started from nothing and have built themselves up onto a whole different level. Yeah, so why not read a book that talks about teaching you financial literacy instead of, just starting blindly? I feel like reading books is a very, very good starting point. That's my opinion, that's my experience. And whoever asks me how to start a business or how to make money, my first recommendation is to read, invest in your mind. When you're on social media, what social media are you consuming? Are you consuming social media that's actually teaching you how to make a difference in your business or how to start up. There's so many creators who now post their experiences on TikTok. Why not, learn from them, learn from people who've already tried. That's for when you're starting from scratch. Yeah, so that's the first step. Step number 2 is to write yourself a vision, write a business plan, write what you want to do. Yeah. So this is actually my favorite part because it's like from the ideas that I have running through my mind, I am starting to make it reality just by making it a vision and, finding inspirations, visual inspirations of the type of business I would like to do, the type of products I would like to sell, or the types of services I would like to provide to the people who will be in my clientele. Yeah, so write down a vision, write down the type of business, the type of business that you want to go into, write down the name, the brand colors, excuse me, the name, the brand colors, write down how you want to be able to reach your clients. Is it through Instagram? Is it through Facebook? Is it through, I don't know, but like, how do you want to do it? Um, are you going to be selling products? Are you going to be offering a service? Are you going to be, I don't know, making food? Like, what do you want to do? Write down everything down to every dot. Like, yeah, just do it. Just write down, no matter how silly it seems, because there's times when we talk about certain businesses or certain business ideas, maybe like with other people, and they think it's something silly or something small, but just do it. I remember thinking of starting a certain business, yeah, and some people were like, "No, are you sure you want to do it? It's so hard. Dealing with clients is so difficult. Are you sure you're ready for that?" And I remember being so scared and having so much anxiety about it, but I went through with it anyway. And it's one of my biggest achievements, actually. And yeah, it's going pretty well right now. I manage my clients very well. Yes, I do have my ups and downs. I need to be very patient when dealing with so many clients and dealing with so many things. But hey, I feel like it's God's way of teaching me patience, if anything. So just do it. Write down everything. Yeah. So the next step is creating a business plan. I already mentioned some of the things that you can do when you're creating a business plan in the previous step, but you can also find a template on the internet for a business plan and fill them in, and from there just bounce off ideas, change what you would like to be changed. But then you can also keep in mind that when you are doing these things for your business, like thinking of a business name, brand colors, logos, whatever, you can always do a rebrand when you feel that when you feel you need to try something new and something fresh. So there's several times I have had certain business templates that I'm not really okay with anymore. Like at the time they were okay, they were perfect, I loved them, but then I've outgrown it and I feel my business had outgrown so many of those things because I was younger, maybe some of the colors I used then don't appeal to me now, or I learned more about business colors and branding and what certain colors mean and the types of emotions that they can evoke in the people who are going to be exposed to the colors I have chosen and the designs that I have. Yeah, so how are you going to reach your clients? I also mentioned this in the previous step. This is through Instagram, through Facebook. Keep in mind that your Instagram is your digital magazine, it's your portfolio. So as a lash tech and somebody who does hair, I strive to, create quality content for my Instagram simply so that when people ask me, okay, so what set is this? How much is it? Can I see your work? I'm able to take them to my Instagram, which is my digital magazine, so that they can see the quality of the work that I provide and just see how good I am and if they're happy with the services I provide and if they'd like to try me out. So you can think of a policy. How are you going to operate? Are you going to be operating on pre-order basis? Or if you're providing a service, are you going to be having walk-ins, or are you going to be having your clients walk in or book appointments, So think of that as well. You can watch or do research on types of policies that you would like to that you would like your business to have. Plus, policies make sure that everything is in order. It makes your life easier. Once you start to scale your business and have so many clients, a policy is just going to make your life easier. And it's just a way, it's a way to have order. For example, you have working hours, of course, times when you respond to messages, or times when you will allow people to call you and times when you won't, because there's literally people who call you at midnight saying they want to book for something or they want to find out if something is available. So include it in your policy. Or if you work on appointment basis, include that in your policy, so that when somebody is looking at your portfolio on your Instagram profile, they know not to walk in. Because I've had several people walk into my lashing place and say they want to get their lashes done, and then they see the Kamalitu poster on the wall that says appointment only, simply because if I had too many people coming for walk-ins, I won't be able to cater to everybody. Other people are going to be waiting for like 4 hours, which is why I decided working on appointments would be way better for me. So your policy should be in line with what's suitable for your service, or you selling whatever it is that you're going to sell. It should also be in line with what you're comfortable with as a business person. Other people who run their businesses from home aren't comfortable with people coming to their homes, so they have a delivery system in place where they have their own biker collect the parcels from their home and take them to a specific place. So after you have done all the above steps, put yourself out there. Just start. Starting is literally the hardest step. I remember the first business I started was braiding hair. I was a first year student. I had some time on my hands. It was online learning, and I learned to do hair in high school, and I used to do my own hair as well. So I don't even remember what I was thinking, but I was just like, you know what? I can do hair. I can braid hair, and people give me money, because like in high school, we weren't allowed to have cash. So when I did people's hair, they would give me food, and I don't know, it just made sense when I started the small business. So I watched a few videos on YouTube, and I finally started to set up everything. And getting my first appointment was so scary. I was so anxious. If anything, I just hoped she liked the hair and enjoyed the service, and it was okay. It wasn't that bad. Then I got another client, and it was just something that I did for like the following year and a half. Yeah. From there, I had learned so much from just putting myself out there and taking the first step, which was the hardest. Because after taking the first step, the other steps aren't as hard. Everything becomes easier as you go, because you're learning as you go. There's times when clients would complain about something that they don't like, meaning the next time they come in for their service, you improve. There's learning from mistakes. Just start and put yourself out there. Even for the next small business that I started, which is pre-ordering for people from Shein, that one was the most scary one for me, because it was just so huge. People trust in you with so much money and with the products that you're ordering. You don't even know what if the package gets lost? What if, your clients aren't happy with. It was one of the hardest things I ever did, but I'm so grateful that I did, because from that point till now, I'm definitely a different person. I have learned so much about working with different groups of people. Some of my clients are my friends. I've met other business people, and it's just the most amazing experience, despite the ups and downs. Of course, it's always going to be ups and downs, but just put yourself out there. Just take the first step. Just buy those 5 thrifted tees and post them. Just do whatever it is that you want to do. Trust me, you're going to love the journey. It's amazing. So once you're able to put yourself out there into the world and start your small business, you're going to need to have a growth mindset, which is, no matter how small you start, always be open to growth, always be open to expansion, because to be human is to grow. and there's so many opportunities for growth. So we grow through our mistakes and our experiences. And once you have a growth mindset, you're going to be able to push through each and every experience that you have gone through, and your business is going to be able to grow and to thrive, because you don't want to be stagnant, of course, because we are born to evolve, and so is our businesses. Growth is everything. Even when we don't see it, we are growing. Even when our businesses are looking like they're stagnant, we are growing. We are learning to be patient. So growth mindset is everything. I'm not at the stage where I want to be in some of my businesses, and I'm still open to growth. I'm open to so much growth. I still do my research. I still look for books I can read so that I can evolve perspective again, so that I can have fresh ideas and new insight on how I can do things differently and get a different outcome. But then again, you don't have to think about everything as a business. Thinking about certain income streams as businesses is so anxiety provoking, because you think about it like something very, very big and intimidating. So if you are one of those people, you can just think about it like an income stream. It's perfectly fine to do something for fast money. I know people who would buy some thrifted clothing, then they'll sell just to gain some fast money for something, maybe invest it in something else. I remember one of my friends, a colleague, so she works right next to me. She sells perfume. So we're talking about all these business things, and she goes like, she does this fast business things, maybe in line with a holiday. Yeah. So she talked about like Christmas. So since it's Christmas time, people buy so much food and, for example, chickens. So you can, yeah, I'm not too sure. She said you can start to grow chickens or invest in chickens and then, sell to people. But that's a great income stream that you can do for fast money, so that you can get the money and probably invest it in something else. So this is all I had for you today. I hope you loved the video. Please let me know if you'd like to hear anything else, or if you have any questions, you can leave them down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.